Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Good afternoon from the UK. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and I'm going to be hosting my episode for Talking Heads on USA Global TV and Radio. So good afternoon, USA Global TV and Radio viewers, our YouTube viewers, our LinkedIn viewers, our Facebook viewers, and Instagram viewers. How exciting. And maybe even Twitter. Who knows? We all are interconnected anyway. And TikTok. Who knows? We're all interconnected anyway. Anyway, the main ones are USA Global TV and Radio YouTube channel viewers. Okay, I haven't been on Talking Heads for a while because I was assigned to certain other things in life. And sometimes when you have to do that, it means that you're there taking care of certain things that crop up in life. That's life. That's life. That's life. Okay, that's enough singing. Okay, all right, let's get back to the serious topic. We are going to be talking, I'm going to be sharing, I and my guardians and all the beautiful invisible beings that are with me. I know you can't see it, but you might be able to feel it. Who knows? Gonna talk about a topic that is so much a big problem at the moment, especially in the human collective consciousness, actually in the physical as well, not only just the consciousness, but the physical outer world reality. As all you may know, that my name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and I have been awake since 2012. And by the way, what I mean by awake is I connect with my inner world, my inner intuition, connecting to my higher consciousness, where I look at life from my inner world, guided, and look outside the outer world. So all my decisions are made within my inner world, my heart, connected to God, divine, all that is. So I've created, because you can't just have, you've got to work at it and create it. And that means by going and listening to your heart, to your inner intuition. Another way of looking at it is, when something happens and you instantly get the answer. And in the 3D reality, as in the Matrix, it was a case of you got instinct. For example, my mum would say, what's your gut instinct, dear? What is your first instinct? And that's the primal instinct, primal first instinct. So that would be almost your common sense. Now that we're in the age of Aquarius, the golden age, the age of Aquarius, we are now able to not just have that common sense, but to have that inner sense, which is our intuition, our inner intuition, tuition of an inner world. And because we are now going through, as in the human collective consciousness, as on Earth, which Earth, she's a planetary being, she's organic and she's a planetary being. And she's going from a carbon-based planet to a more crystalline, pristine planet. It was prophesied by the Hopis, that were the indigenous people, that always said, beware of the 11th hour, because the 11th hour is what we have to prepare. Now, the 11th hour is no longer here. It is the hour. So 2024 almost was the end of that prophecy. And in the way they were saying, the Hopi, the indigenous people, were saying, look at where you live. Look at the people you surround yourself with. Look at the way you treat others. Look at the way you treat your body, your temple. Look at the way you treat animals and plants and flowers and trees especially. Look at the way of the elements, the wind, the sun, the water, the earth. So the indigenous people were prophesizing that we are coming to the end of the cycle of primary survival, surviving by our outside reality, which is governed by outside government centralization, anything that's been man-made and being colossal in the 3D. And by means 3D, it's the matrix. Matrix is about limitation, control outside of our own identity, control outside of our own inner world. So it worked. It really did work. In fact, congratulations. It was so needed because we lost ourselves so much when we were on this planet 25,000 years ago, because we're all multidimensional beings. And we were here to be caretakers of the planet. From grace, as they say. And when we fall from grace, we go even spiral more down, more further down. So what has to happen is we have to go through our shadows as a collective human consciousness. There's only one heart in this world, and that is the human collective consciousness heart. So when someone is successful, everyone else is successful because we come from one heart, one world. Right, I know I've gone off on a tangent, but I just felt I needed to share that. So now we are in the age of Aquarius, and the age of Aquarius is the golden age, the 7th golden age, and the age of Aquarius is power to the people. Now, power to the people can be interpreted in many ways. It could be interpreted in the way of we no longer listen to centralized power, government, all this. We start to listen, power to the people, the power within you. So each and every one on this planet, because of the solar flares becoming more and more powerful and intense, the mission, the main aim for the solar power flares, which are so intense, is to work with our nervous system. So right now you might find, wow, life is so fast. It's so fast. I can't believe the hours are going so fast. It was then, and then I'm here, and then, but at the same time, because it's going so fast, instead of you being energetic and going, yeah, I'm going to be fast, I'm going to be fast, it's doing quite the opposite. You're actually feeling, starting to feel more lethargic, going against the grain. So the grain at the moment, the pace of life is fast, 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 fast. And you're driving yourself crazy because you're trying to keep up with it. And what it's doing, because you're trying to keep up with that fast pace, it's doing quite the opposite. It's making you go slower. It's making you feel fatigued. And it's doing that because there's certain habits, there's certain shadows, there's certain anxieties that each and every one of us have to face. So as life's going like this and we're going slower and slower, so number one, we start judging. How come I don't have the energy to move with this fast pace? The time is now. I've got to get this project out. I've got to do this. And what it does is you go, boom, blow out. You're going, I can't do it. I just can't keep up with this pace. And it's gone so fast so that we stop. We actually stop. And we start to go within. And we start to question. Now, this title for today's topic is Living in Constant Validation. Now, because life is such a fast pace, we are constantly posting everything about our lives. I'm not taking everyone, but the masses are. On top of that, we have the help, which is good, which is wonderful and positive, AI. It really can be positive. It really can evolve us, providing we understand that we have to bring the heart into it, because we are the heart of AI. AI will build, that's it. AI will build the building, the structure, but it is us that fill that building with our hearts, we make it alive, we make it become real, more sensitized, more sensitive, more relatable, rather than just a beautiful structure you can admire its genius, admire its architecture, because we are architects. We are architects of our lives, we're co-creators. So we admire this. So AI brings that, and it's wonderful. It's fabulous. It's making us, where things would take much longer, it's shortening things, So, but the heart is missing. And we're all finding that out if anyone works with AI, even with songs. You work with AI, you work with that voice, but there's something missing. And that's the liveness about it. It's very computerized, it's beautiful, but it needs to come alive. And that's our jobs. Now, living in constant validation. So let's say you are an influencer. And the tools of AI enables you to enhance your photos. We have got to that stage now where we used to admire celebrities. And of course, celebrities, of course, they must have used AI for their covers, for the editorial covers, for their magazine interviews, even for their film interviews as well. It's almost like a glaze came through and they go, okay, you need to look about 10, 20 years younger. All right, we can do that. So people go, wow. So they would admire the celebrities, whether they're actor, singer, whoever is in the limelight, celebrity. And people would admire them and go, wow. They have so much money and so much time that they're able to make themselves goddess. But it's fake. It's fake. And we're all finding that out, aren't we? So because now the time has come where AI has now reached the general public, celebrities need something else to push them on another level, to bring out the youth. And I'm sure there's something out there that will bring something out, for example, with celebrities, where it won't be about makeup as such. It will be about a very natural look, a very youthful, natural look. And I'm certain, because we've gone so far with makeup and styling, it's almost, we've gone to that point where we need to now, boom, like a rubber band, or boom, rebound and go back to organic. Organic. Shining the light within, out. Now, if you don't start working on your inner world, listening to your inner intuition, which you have to be more childlike, star galactic-like, really. But if you don't start to do this, you will age. You will age because the foods that we ate or that we digested, junk food or foods that are unhealthy, these foods cannot maintain our DNA updates. We are going from carbon to crystalline, and these foods can no longer function and give you that energy. Because time has changed. She's going crystalline. It's our Mother Earth. And we are part of Mother Earth. We are the children of Mother Earth, and we are the caretakers of Mother Earth. And the human collective consciousness is now evolving to the point where the veil is getting lifted and we're multidimensional beings connected to all that is the universe. There will be a place in this universe where all this matrix of 3D food and all this, because the matrix is about lessons, right? And the universe has many different dimensions in the universe. So therefore, because Mother Earth has gone from 3D, which is the matrix, to go to 4D, to now finally be in her splendor of 5D, where it's about polarity of light and love. And we are transcending, we are transmuting, we are alchemizing our energy from the carbon body, which helped during the matrix. It was the main key to have a carbon-based body and nutrients. But because we're going into crystalline and Mother Earth no longer is in 3D, no matter how it looks like on the outside reality, it's just an illusion. It's just the matrix. We're coming out of it. And each and every one of us are waking up. Some people have not agreed to wake up, so it's part of their soul contract. Everyone has a soul contract. Some people are here to awaken and witness these fantastic times. This has never happened on an ascending planet before, because before, all inhabitants of that organic planet had to come away from the planet and ascend in a light being garment. We are, and we've got to say, congratulations and celebrations. We have evolved into the human collective consciousness. We are beings having a human experience. And for the first time ever, because we're in the 7th golden age, Gaia, planetary Gaia, Mother Earth, had agreed for her and her planetary body and her children to be able to ascend in their physical garments. So it's super, super exciting. Wow, the star galactic beings are like, wow, they are, whoa. It's just like, this is like the biggest ever blockbuster coming out on this world. And they're all going, wow, this is magical. And everything that's put into 3D is now going to be put into the archives, transported to maybe a planet over in the cosmos where they need to have the lessons of the Matrix, because that is a 3D planet. That's a bit much. Okay. Sorry, I get downloads sometimes and it's like, oh my gosh, that's a little bit, oh, do. Make no wonder that they gave me Star Child, which is about love and fear and the polarity of love and light and about different planets. They are a little bit of a thing. Anyway, so living in constant validation. Because we're not going in, meditating and going in our inner world and spending time in nature, spending most of the time scrolling and looking and seeing your friends doing well or seeing this, we are constantly being challenged to be the next best thing, to have the best post, to have the best likes. And we've got to the stage where we're using AI to transform ourselves, to make us something that we're not. We're not that. The whole point of the golden age is about being your true, authentic self, listening to your inner intuition, being guided, connected to the stars, the universe, your guardians, your angels. The bridge between heaven and earth is a divine rainbow. And that rainbow is where we are all at the moment with the human collective consciousness heart. So living in constant validation, you're going to be constantly on that hamster wheel. I'm sorry, but you really are. And maybe it's something that one has to go through to get rid of certain anxieties that they have, in the way that maybe they hold on to beauty. They hold on to youth that they once had. And they're realizing that the times, they're getting older and they can no longer preserve that beauty. But there is a way. There is a way. I do it. I've hardly got any makeup on. I don't AI my pictures. In fact, sometimes I have a good pictures, which is good lighting. Good lighting is good, but at the same time, good lighting is good. Thank you. Good lighting is good. Lighting within, the light within shines out and gives you a super beautiful, youthful look that no cosmetic can do. The cosmetic comes in and almost gives it, almost gives it a band-aid. When you have a cut, you put your band-aid on there. That band-aid is there to protect it so it doesn't get hurt. But take that band-aid off and you still have that ugly scar. So people are now waking up to consciousness of their bodies, consciousness of what they're feeding and fueling their temple. I call my body my temple. And in the temple, you have to be careful what you allow in the temple. Sometimes I get lazy and sometimes I go to McD's. And I do. I really do. And I have to say, I eat it and I enjoy it. But after, I feel very lethargic. After, I feel parched, like I want to drink lots and lots of water, and quite dizzy. And it's getting worse, actually. So I've realized, hang on, these are not even once a month is not even going to prevail this anymore. It's not going to even, I'm getting more ill from this. But then I balance it out and have fresh fruit, veg, and ginger is really good. You've just got to be aware. The golden age is about us being aware, listening within, listening to our body, listening to our intuition. And if you feel confused, speak outright to your angels, to your guardians, because your guardians know your heart consciousness. Speak to your heart. Put your hand on your heart, breathing in. And when you're calm, ask your heart a question. Your heart will either respond and expand, and you'll feel like you're growing, and you know then this is the right decision, this is the right path for you. But you have to help it out. They're not going to do it for you. Your angels are not doing it for you. They're here as guides. In fact, they're not going to come down and save us all. No, we have to save each other. We have to save our earth. And that is by connecting to our power within, our magical power within. So then we can light up inside, and that light, as it grows and grows and grows, gradually that light will just expand, and your skin will be so luminous and light and youthful. You won't need AI. Because there's one thing, when you do AI, you may change your face, beauty, but guess what? AI doesn't change your body, the neck part. So that's a giveaway. I say, be yourself. Be true to yourself. Be true to these beautiful character lines that you have. be true to who you are presently, but know that if you start to work within and have the meditation within and connect to Mother Earth outside, you will start to grow this flame of eternal love. The flame of eternal love that lives within the inner sanctum of each and everyone's heart. And I'm not saying physical heart. I'm talking about our light, the energetic, our energy, our light body within us. When you get that intuition, you'll know. Living in constant validation is where you're constantly asking someone advice, when really you know at a core level what you should do. But do you know the reason why we do that? We do that so if it fails, we can then blame the other person instead of taking response. This is a very simple lesson that we really should be getting through it by now. Stop asking others for validation, answering your problems, bringing answers to your problems because you need it to be validated. So therefore, you don't have to take responsibility if it goes wrong. That is so 3D. That is, it's the survival. It's the primal survival. It's you limit yourself. How can you be living your full potential if you're constantly looking for constant validation from others? Constantly looking for people to wow, you're beautiful. Yeah, likes. Have you noticed? I don't know whether you've noticed or not, but I've definitely noticed that when people are posting about their beauty, the likes are not there as much. They're not attracting and magnetizing as much people as before. And that is why people are becoming real. The masks are off. The masks are off. That's the whole point of the golden age. The masks are off. There's still people there to help us to work through the mask in the way that they're treating us and how we see ourselves as a mirror through them. You see, we're all becoming mirrors of ourselves. So therefore, what does a mirror do? A mirror reveals everything. We're all becoming cameras. A camera reveals everything. A photo reveals everything in that photo. So where normally you were able to tell little white lies and everything, you can't do it now. Because even the people that are stuck in living the illusion still, they know when a lie has been brought through. They know when someone is not who they seem to be. You see, the camera never lies. We're cameras. Think of it that way. We're all mirrors of each other. So time to be real. Time to get real. Get real. Be real. Living in constant validation. I understand that you need to promote your project, everything like this, absolutely, or your business, and you need to look a certain way. But when you're constantly bombarding, this is negative, and it will do the complete opposite. It will make people feel more lethargic to you and not magnetize anymore, because you're not being real. You're not being real. You're not being yourself. And that's what the golden age is about. Age of Aquarius. Power to the people. Not to what people want you to be, but power to the people, power upon yourself, power to your inner tuition, power. Everything you will find is within you. Although there are leaders out there, people out there who've been on this journey, and it's good to listen to them because there may be pointers. But you get the pointers, you listen to those pointers, and then you ask, is this resonating? How magical. We are living in magical times, everyone. We really are. It's this planet Earth, everyone in the cosmos is learning, and we have got to congratulate ourselves as human beings of the human collective consciousness. We got through it. The light, the love, we've won. We've actually won. And we've won by awakening, by 3D existing. We're going through all the shadows, all this, to come out from the other side, to transmute our lower vibration energies, change it up to a high vibrational energy, be real with who we are, taking off the masks. This is really incredible. We've got to really congratulate ourselves. Absolutely. We really do. And for all the chaos that's happening out there in the world, she's purging, she's cleansing, and it's disclosure. Everything, we all knew this was all happening. So allow it to be free to come up. And know that no one's here to blame or to judge. Everything that's happened was to help us as a human collective species to evolve to the next progress of being a human being, which is about being a being having a human experience. So we're beings having creator beings, having a human experience, but the human experience is no longer going to be in that low vibration of fear, because fear will no longer exist. Not straight away. We still got a way to go, but at least it's beginning. And we're all waking up at all different times, and no one's there to blame. No one's there to judge. It's not about judging. We've got to keep the love real, keep the love. It's about keeping the love in every situation. Keep the love, keep in your hearts, and know that everything has happened for a grander reason. And that was for Earth and her children to go from the carbon-dense planet to a crystalline planet. We are now in the age of Aquarius. And before we were in the age of Pisces, that consists of 25,000 years. And now we're in Aquarius, which is about power to the people. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan. Thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to share the downloads that I receive. And before I go, there's Obi. Obi, he's a crystal, and for all the negative that's happening in life, obsidian is the crystal for this to transmute. Make sure and get your crystals, and make sure that you cleanse. Drink plenty of water in the age of Aquarius, in these new times, exciting times, magical times, manifesting times, co-creative times, and be proud to be part of the galactic human collective consciousness. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. I think I'll see you next week. Yes, I'm going to see you next week. Sometimes there's technical problems, but I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.